Good afternoon. It be a Monday. It be 5 to 2. I hope you're all really well on this Monday. It might not be a Monday when you're watching this. Welcome back, guys, to Spoony Life Lover. If you are new, welcome to the Spoony family. Stick around, make yourself comfortable. Hope you enjoy it. And if you are an oldie but a goldie, welcome back and thank you for your continued support. It means a great deal to me. Can't get my words out today. Do forgive. Don't know what's going on. It'll be Monday. That's what I'm going to stick to. So we've gone out of focus. What's going on? There we go. We're back again. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I've just burnt my fucking radiator. We're back to the non-professionalism around here, guys. As you can tell by the title of this video, it is a 5 really random questions about me video. So my 1 year anniversary is coming up soon as to when I started Spoony Life Lover. So I don't know whether this video will be posted because I'm pre-filming. I don't know whether this will be posted before the 5th of December or after the 5th of December. So I don't know when you'll be watching this. So if you're watching it after the 5th, I'm already a year old. Happy 1 year. If you're watching it before the 5th, I'm nearly a year old. Happy soon to be 1 year. And this is a pretty special milestone for me because I wanted to do this channel for so long, but my confidence was so low that I thought I'm never going to be able to do it. I'm never going to be able to do the editing. I'm never going to be able to do it. No one's going to watch me. No one's going to want to listen to me. No one's going to want to do it. And I'm sure everyone that does YouTube feels the same when they first start. But because of, I think because of my journey, which has been a very long journey, and because at the time when I wanted to start it, I hadn't started my counselling, and there was so much in my head that I think I put it off, and I put it so far down inside me that I was like, no, it's not an option. It's not an option. And then I started watching 3 very lovely, smaller YouTubers at the time who gave me confidence. And I thought, if they can do it, why can't I? And I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a go. And after talking to especially 2 of them, so those 3 smaller YouTubers, 2 of them are, 3 of them actually, but all 3 of them are not what I would class now as very, very small YouTubers. So they are Blondell, Mrs. Tino, and All Things Kerry. And I watched those 3 for years. And I always thought, I wish I could do what they're doing. I wish I could just do it. I wish I could just do it. And it wasn't until one of my friends said to me, for God's sake, Chlo, just do it. Just do it. And I'm so glad she said that to me. And I just did it. I just did it. And I'm so glad that I did, because I am loving every sodding minute of doing this. And it might be that I'm only getting, 20 views, but I don't care about that at the moment. I'm doing it because I love it. So this 1 year anniversary is a big bloody thing to me, and I'm really proud of myself for doing so much in that year. And I'm really proud of myself, how much I've grown as a person. I've hit 30. I'm so different to what I was in my 20s, and I'm so happy in myself. It's amazing. So this video, I googled 5 random questions about me, and I came across a blog, and this person had hundreds of questions on there of all different random things that you could think of. So I picked 5. I might do more, I might not, depends how long this video goes on. So the first one that I chose was, if you were Prime Minister, what laws would you make up? Well, this one for me was pretty easy, to be fair. And that was, I've got 3 here that I thought of straight away. And that was, in me, I could just hear this cleaning a pause in my ear roll. Anyone being caught being cruel to animals or children would be put in prison for life, because I just cannot abide that. I just feel so strongly against anyone being cruel to an animal or being cruel to a child, because I just feel like you are spineless, weak, pathetic, low life of a person. I'm not even going to use the word human being, because you're not. You are just the epitome of nothingness to me. I have worked with animals and children, and they're both so harmless and so pure and beautiful that it breaks my heart to think that anyone could be horrible to them. And the reason they are is because they cannot fight back. And I can physically feel my heart rate going up, because I'm so passionate about it. It makes me so frigging mad. So that would be one of the first things. I don't think the rules in this country, especially on animal abuse, are tough enough. Let me know if you agree with me on that, but I just don't agree that they're tough enough. The next one is more help for ex-service persons, whether you be male or female. I'm sick of seeing and hearing stories about our soldiers or ex-soldiers being homeless, living on the streets, starving, because they fought for us and for our country, and yet they are stuck and they aren't being treated like third-class citizens when they're not. They have fought for us and they have helped us in ways that you cannot believe, and yet we're not prepared to help them putting a roof over their head. That one for me is very important. And the third one would be better and more social housing, more affordable housing for people. It's all well and good building these lovely big housing estates like Red Row and Bovis Homes and all the rest of it, but not, you know, who's got, especially for young people now, the size deposit that they want for people to put them down on them. That a lot of people have got that. So better social and more social housing, I feel like, is a good one, because I feel like that's the way forward for people, especially for people on lower incomes. I really do feel that that is important. Sorry, just got to move. The second one. If you were a superhero, what superpowers would you have? And I know this one is asked quite a lot in like random facts about me and things like that. But this one kind of struck a chord with me, because I wrote these questions out on a day when I was feeling really poorly, and I just felt really low and really rubbish about myself and about my health and everything. And I thought, it's easy. And I've actually put answer, easy, cure all illnesses, disabilities and diseases. And I don't mean that people, ow, sorry, that was my knee. And I don't mean that people with disabilities, illnesses and diseases are unhappy, because they're not. Because I have illnesses, diseases and disabilities, and I'm not unhappy. I'm not an unhappy person. I would class myself as quite a happy person. I don't mean that I'm unhappy. I just mean that my life would be happier and better without them, without those illnesses. And I really do think you would struggle to find anyone, especially if that is a chronic illness where it affects them daily, where they would say, no, do you know what? I don't want you to take that away. I don't want you to take that away. If you could, no, I want to keep that. I think you'd struggle to find. If you ask like the Spoonie community, I think a lot of people would say, yeah, take it. And yeah, totally. I'm all over that one. You know, just to wake up in the morning and have been asleep at night and wake up feeling refreshed and wake up feeling normal and be able to feel and do normal things without difficulty. That would be amazing. And it's also said another part of this question would be hero name, and I just put Cure Chlo. Haha, couldn't think of anything else. So yeah, that's kind of the one that I came up with and thought of for that one, and I just thought it was pretty apt to me on the day that I wrote it, and I thought, yeah, that's the one. I had to just go and turn the heating off because it's got very, very, very hot in here all of a sudden. Right, I've opened the window a little bit. I hope you can't hear the traffic noise too much, because we do live by quite a busy road. So if you can, I apologise, but I'm having a flush, you know. The next item, or the next question, random question that came up, was something that I've talked about very briefly on my vlog, but not everyone would watch my vlog. Cherished childhood items. Now, my childhood was kind of a bit different to normal, I hate that word, childhood, because my mum was really, really poorly while I was growing up, and I was a carer for my mum, and so I used to go and stay with my nan quite a lot of weekends, and that would be when I would properly be like a child, you know, be like without the caring side of things, sort of thing. So my most treasured possession from my childhood is this. He's a bit worse for wear because he is as old as me. So on the day that I was born, which was the 27th of August 1988 at 7:30 in the morning, if you want to be very pedantic about it, my nan bought me this from the hospital gift shop where I was born. And at the time, he was, or it's a she, because she's pink, but I've always called him him. It was a bright pink teddy bear covered in fur, basically. And she put him in my cot when I was born. And I've never, ever been without this bear on my bed. And when I was younger, I absolutely cherished this bear. Like, he was everything. He came everywhere with me. If I stayed anyone's house, he came. I was literally inseparable to this thing. My mum was so worried that I was going to lose him, so she'd always try and persuade me to leave him at home, which we did. We came up with we leave Ted at home, and his name's just Ted. It's nothing fancy, it's just Ted, and he's completely worn off. You know, his fur is completely worn off. But do you know what? I'm 30 years old. I still treasure this item because my nan is no longer with us. She passed away in 2001 when I was 13. And I absolutely treasure this item. And he sits on my bed. And even today, on days when I'm feeling really shit, I just give him a little cuddle and I think, yeah, everything's going to be absolutely fine, you know? And it's just a very treasured possession to me. You know, people say, oh, if you had a fire, what's the 3 things you would reach for? And he would be one of them. My cat, and he would be one of them, you know. They would be one of the things that I would make sure safe, apart after my parents, obviously the first thing, but my cat and him would be one thing that I just know I could never replace, you know. And that is really important. So yeah, he just sits on my bed, and he's not fancy. Yeah, so he's just something that just really is important to me. And he's also, I think, a bit of an emotional, because he was given to me by my nan. I was very close to my nan. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us, so it's kind of a little bit like, you know, she bought him, you know. So yeah, that's my treasured childhood item. Question number 4. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And for me, it's not a fancy answer. It's not, you know, Seychelles or Mauritius or Maldives or anywhere like that. I'm not bothered by places like that. Just give me a house with overlooking the sea in Wales or Scotland, or overlooking the countryside with, you know, a nice, somewhere really nice with an open fire and a nice comfortable room with a nice comfortable chair and my cat and a book, and I'm happy. You know, I'm not particularly fancy or anything like that, but Wales, I love Wales. My dad lived in Wales for quite an extensive time when he was a child, and I don't know why, but I just feel pulled towards Wales. If ever I hear the Welsh accent, the Welsh language being spoken, I just feel pulled towards it. I love the Welsh countryside. I love Wales. I just feel impeccably driven and pulled towards it, like it's somewhere I'm meant to be. I don't really necessarily have a strong connection with all that, oh, it's where you're meant to be, and spiritual kind of world and stuff, but I strongly do get very strong feelings that that's somewhere that I'm meant to be. And also Scotland, I've been to Scotland on holiday, and I absolutely adored it up there. It was, oh, we've gone out of focus again. It was absolutely incredible. It was just, I loved it. I loved the Welsh accent. I love accents, so the Welsh accent, the Scottish accent, the Liverpool accent, the Irish accent, love them all, but to me, Wales and Scotland, just, yeah. But to more so with Wales, I just have a special connection with that place. It's just somewhere where I feel I need or should be. So yeah, that's somewhere I definitely want to travel to more as well. And the last one I chose was, now that I'm 30, advice for younger Chlo. And I've just put answer live, so it's just what's going to come out. And this for me is so prevalent because when I was younger, I was so concerned about fitting in with everybody and not being myself, and just being what everybody else wanted me to be. So my first answer would be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try and change to accommodate anyone else. Just be yourself. Be the silly, sometimes downright thick, funny sometimes, the things that I come out with, honest, trustworthy person that I am, and just be yourself. Don't try to change yourself. I saw a plaque today in Dunelm Mill and I thought I really wanted to buy it, but I thought I've got nowhere to put it. I'm not going to buy it. But the words on that plaque, I've never looked at anything so much and thought, wow, that's so freaking true. It just said, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. And I thought, wow, that's so true. I mean, I've never heard a truer word spoken. Just be you. No matter what you are, just be you. Whether you're tall, short, fat, thin, gay, straight, bisexual, whether you're religious or you're not religious, whether you believe in spiritualism, whether you don't believe in spiritualism, whether you want to be a farmer, whether you want to be a doctor, whatever you want to do, just do you, boo, because whatever you end up doing is going to be right. And that's the biggest advice I can give, because I spent so many years of my life, especially my late teens and early 20s, trying to fit in and trying to please other people, that the only person that was being downright miserable and pissed off out of it was me. And downright depressed and hopeless and doing things that were bloody stupid and now I regret, was me. And I regret that still now. I don't believe in regrets, but there's still some regrets that I've got over that. So I feel like, don't live with regrets. You move on and you learn from it, and that's what I've done. But I don't make the same mistake again. And my advice for my younger Chlo would be you. Be Chlo. Everyone else is taken. Just be you. Just be you. Just be you. Because at the end of the day, nothing else is ever gonna do, is it? You're not gonna be happy unless you are. So that's how it is, and it will always be that way. It'll always be that way. So there you go. That's my 5 random questions. I mean, I know they're not that random, but they are random to me. I'm going to throw another one out there, a song that reminds me of my childhood, and that would be Charles and Eddie, Would I Lie to You. Me and my dad used to go, my dad is a plumber and heating engineer by trade. He's medically retired now, he's retired, but we used to go every Saturday morning. He used to go in his van to the tip. We used to live on the Isle of Sheppey, and we used to go and empty his van. I was about 4. We used to go and empty his van, and then he used to take me to McDonald's for breakfast on a Saturday morning. my mum would stay at home because she wasn't very well most of the time, and we used to sing along to Charles and Eddie, Would I Lie to You. If you've not heard it, just Google it or Spotify it, whatever, YouTube it. And that song is still so prevalent to me today. Every time I hear it, that song and Celine Dion's what is it? Think Twice. Me and my mum used to love that song. We used to sing that on the way to school. So those two songs remind me of my childhood so much. And I love them two songs because they're so emotional attachments to me. So there you go, that's another one. Charles and Eddie, Think Twice, and Celine Dion. Charles and Eddie, Would I Lie to You, and Celine Dion, Think Twice. And they're my two songs that really pull on the heartstrings. And they're really old songs, but I love them. Love them still. So there you go, guys. There's my random facts about Chlo. 5 random facts about Chlo with an extra one added in there. Thank you for sticking around if you have for this 20-minute long video. And I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a friendly comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Any video ideas that you'd like to see, please leave them in the comments box down below. And as always, I will see you very soon with another video. Thanks for sticking around, and I will see you very soon. See you soon.